It's a sad moment for me, and it's a sad moment for the entire country, that is Gambia. I received the news with a real shock, and I still cannot come to terms with the passing of my Vice President, Badra Ali Joof. Badra Ali Joof was my Vice President, and he was my friend. He was a very committed gentleman to the country we call the Gambia. He left a big vacuum for his passing. I will seize this opportunity to extend my condolences to the cabinet, to the Gambian people, and to the entire world. We will miss Badara. He was somebody who was really committed to his work, and a very intelligent man for that matter. And he dedicated all his life to the service of this nation. And I think he has touched many lives in this country. Some of the people who have passed through Badara, some of them are in cabinet now. Some of them are in high authority in this country. So Badara will be remembered as a very good man, as somebody who have contributed to the development of this country. We are together during the transition, that is 5 years, because of his competence and his contribution and his commitment and his loyalty. That's why I appointed him as my vice president. Not vice president alone, but my able vice president, who was really supporting me. And the journey was for us to work together and develop this country, because it was a promise that we will serve this country and we will impact the life of the people of this country for another 5 years. And that journey was started in 2022 to 2026. But unfortunately, he was not able to make it. But I will encourage my colleagues, cabinet members, for us to continue working together and make sure we will fulfill the ambition that Badr had for this country. It is very, very sad, very difficult to come to terms. It's very untimely. But we have faith, we have to accept it and move on. It's a mourning period. We want all the Gambian people to mourn Badr. And this is the first time a sitting vice president passed during active service. But it is destined that way. You cannot change destiny. On that note, I thank everybody for the support during these trying moments. Thank you.
Some of the people who are listening to me would bear me witness that he mentioned that we have to be loyal to what we have signed as a contract as a civil servant. It is a day of mourning. My heart is full. He has been my friend. He has been my mentor. He has been my defender. VP would agree to any proposal or assignment that I asked him or I requested from him, and would attend all the meetings that even if the request is late, he will agree and then attend. Definitely, Allah has declared that he has gone, and that is what we are all waiting for. It's either sooner or later. I ask Allah by his unique mercy to grant him Jannatul Firdausil A'la. Our deeds will never be enough to grant us Jannah, only Allah's mercy. May Allah rain his abundant mercy on him and grant him Jannatul Firdausil A'la until we meet in the hereafter. Amin Ya Rabbin.
He has dedicated all his life to the service of the nation. And throughout his work with us, He has proven to be extremely helpful, to be reliable, to be available, and he has always been there for His Excellency the President. He has always been there for the cabinet. He has been a mentor for most of us, and he has always been extremely helpful. So, but he's a great guy that the country has lost, that the cabinet has lost, that every Gambian person should remember as somebody who has contributed immensely to our nation.
What's that one thing that you will have in memory of him? What's that one thing you will always remember about?
Uncle Badra's greatest feature is his humbleness. You know, he's extremely humble. Even as a vice president, he just it doesn't move him to be a different person. He's been extremely humble from the get-go, and he's remained so all the way to his end. So his humbleness is what stands out once you think of Uncle Badra. His humbleness is he has left a great vacuum. But again, his speeches, his memory, for us, we are now conditioned to actualize his dreams. Because if you listen to his speech on the day of inauguration, he said options failure is not part of the options, and he said we must deliver. There must be measurable deliverables that so that in our rendezvous with the Gambian people in 2026. So he is not here for him to witness 2026. But for those that are here for now, hopefully till 2026, we must deliver, we must make his dream alive. So for Uncle Badra, even though he's left a huge vacuum, but his passing has served as a push for those that are there to make his dreams to be actualized. So yeah, he's not with us in physical person, but his memory lives with us. And also for us is a drive to make so his dreams to make a Gambia a better place, to make every Gambian be selfless and sacrifice for the nation as envisaged by His Excellency. We will work towards making that really.
Really very sad to hear the news about his demise. It came as a big shock to me, and I still can't believe that this has happened, but that is life. As they say, we live. Anybody who tastes life will one day taste that.
How will his absence be felt?
It is a big gap for us in the cabinet because his position will be very difficult to fill. He was a giant in the cabinet, in the government, per se.
Personally, how will you remember VP Joof?
I remember him to be very hardworking, one who encourages us to perform to the maximum. And wherever he feels that you are not performing well enough, he tries to encourage you to improve. We found him to be very supportive to the president, and all of us will really feel his absence.